Hello, everybody. My name is Lok, and I will be the host of today's webinar for all of you candidates from Vietnam that are probably thinking about joining us and for our program. So, what's in it for you today? First, I will talk with my first guest about generally the program itself, how is it called, and generally about PJAIT and all the faculties here. Then I will be joined by one of the professors here that he will talk about more of the insights about the program itself, like from the perspective of a professor, the teacher. Then I will have two lovely guests that will talk that are faculty members here at PJAIT, and they are also like from Vietnam, so they will talk about their experience. And at the end, we also invited one of the students here that he will talk about his personal experience, how was his journey generally. But before we start, I would like to invite you all, like to introduce you to PJAIT, and I will prepared a video of the highlights of the whole year. So stay tuned. And we're back. What a year that was. Actually, I even remember myself some of those events as I've been to them. But, let's not further ado. Let me introduce my first guest today, Miss Evelina, PhD. Evelina, could you please tell briefly about yourself, your role at PJAIT, and how does it connect to Vietnam?
Thank you for having me. At our university, I coordinate cooperation with Vietnam, and I'm responsible for developing partnerships with academic institutions. But I also create or support educational programs. Educational initiatives, like, for example, joint or double degree programs with universities, partner universities in Vietnam. And why Vietnam? Vietnam is an important partner for us because what we have noticed is that there is a strong interest in international education, good quality international education. I mean, many Vietnamese students, they are interested in studying abroad. They are interested in getting good quality education, good quality international education, especially in fields like IT and new technologies. And at the same time, we know that Vietnamese students are highly motivated, very talented, which makes them a great fit. I would say perfect match with our academic community, and yeah, for these reasons, we believe that this cooperation, this Polish-Vietnamese partnership, is beneficial to both sides. What's also important is that we already have a positive experience from the past, because Poland has a long history of educational, but economic as well,
Yeah, of course.
educational and scientific cooperation with Vietnam. And this is also something, I mean, this historical background, this is also something that helps us as a university, helps us to build strong and
We have a great foundation, like to start something even more and to
exactly.
continue with it and like to prosper this
Exactly, like
cooperation.
long-term projects and initiatives.
So those are like great opportunities, and like for our students, like from internationally coming, you mentioned that international education is great, and just like few words, why PJAIT, like for people coming from abroad?
There are many reasons, but let me just focus on the most important ones. Well, first of all, our university is consistently ranked as one of the top non-public IT universities in Poland. What we offer is practical, career-oriented study programs, which are highly appreciated by employers and, of course, in demand on the global job market.
I mean, our students are quite recognizable on the job market. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
that's true.
Yes, that's exactly true. What we should also emphasize is that we cooperate with industry. I mean, with companies. So our students have opportunities for internships, and they can gain practical knowledge, or maybe it's better to say practical experience during their studies. Another thing is that we create very supportive and multicultural environment. And this is so because our university is one of the most internationalized universities in Poland. International students make up more than 25%, almost 30% of our student population. And this is something that creates, as I mentioned before, a very supportive and welcoming community environment. And
Yeah, our university is generally open for all international students. But we have
Yeah.
we have students from all around the world, I will even
exactly,
say.
and I would add to what you've just said that every foreign students can, thanks to that, can feel just at home at our university.
Yeah, they definitely won't be alone in this journey, and they will find other students, coming from abroad. And if at the first time everybody's in like a new space, it's quite.
Yeah.
It can be quite scary, but other students are in the same situation, so they can like create their own community here and feel great. But as students are coming from abroad, what is the offer from them? What can they study here at PJAIT?
So we offer English language programs in both first and second degree of studies. And at the bachelor's level, we have programs in computer science, information management, cognitive science, and graphic design and multimedia art. And as for master's level, students can continue their studies in computer science as well as in graphic design and multimedia art, also in English. And we also offer 1-year language preparation course. And this is intensive program designed for international candidates who would like to study in Polish or in English, but they want to improve their language skills first. So after completing the course, our students, our future students, the participants of the course,
Well,
they
first
can
participant, then students,
then
like an
students.
upgrade and stuff.
Yes, exactly. So that they are ready to start their studies in Poland.
Yeah, and such a preparatory course is also quite beneficial because for the first year they have a strong background in language, so they
Obviously.
can always, because later on you have to study on an academic level, and also like from admissions you officially need a B2 level like for all
Indeed.
internet. So this is also, but I believe it's also like a great opportunity here, like to feel, like accommodate here, like to feel the Warsaw and during your time and learn and have a strong background in language. But, first the preparatory course, then studies, and of course after studies you
Second
receive,
degree of
you
studies.
can
Yeah.
also receive a second degree, and if you want, you can go also for PhD. Why not? Somebody can start a career in academic prospect, but as a diploma, this is like you receive a diploma from PJAIT and like part of European Union. What are the beneficials like of receiving such a diploma?
This is a very important question. Well, a bachelor's or master's diploma issued by Polish university are recognized across European Union and widely accepted internationally. And what does it mean? This allows our graduates to continue their studies or work abroad, in many other countries, without the need of additional recognition procedure. So, in short, more flexibility, more opportunities around the world.
Yeah, it's great. Like you study here, and it's a quite recognizable diploma. So this is other like beneficiary for prospective students here.
That's
And
right.
as a closing line, just not because soon we have like other guests to talk even more about their experience here. But I have a one question, like just to summarize, what like makes a PJT a great place to study, like just to summarize it in your perspective.
It would be difficult
I
just in
know
one
there's so many
sentence.
things like to say, just one. I know.
Yes, but let me try. Our university is truly unique place to study because it combines, as I mentioned before, top quality IT education. I would say industry connections, very important, especially for international students.
Our university have partnerships with a few even like, so we like always constantly
International, transnational corporations, yeah.
we are always like in connections, so we want to like grow as your university and make connections.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. I would also add to that strong career opportunities and, of course, truly international environment in the heart of Warsaw. Because what we should point out is that we are located in Warsaw, dynamic, vibrant capital city. One of the most dynamic, actually, cities in Europe that offers excellent career opportunities for students and including international students, and both during their studies and in their future careers.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing your perspective and your insights. And soon we will be back with another guest. And in the meantime, I welcome you to look at our infographic about the admission process step by step. See you soon. And we're back. As you can see, the admission steps are pretty straightforward, but if you happen to occur any sort of problem during your admissions, you can always reach to the admission office. They will be always happy to help. But now, let's meet my next guest, Professor Wójcik. Hello. Like, could you introduce yourself for us?
Hi, my name is Grzegorz Wójcik. I'm in Polish-Japanese Academy of Information Technology for 10 years. And I'm head of the Department of Intelligent Systems and Data Science and for types of postgraduate studies.
And as for the specialization, this is part of computer science. Could you briefly introduce this program to our candidates?
So this is the first degree program after completing which the students would gain the degree of engineer. It's a bit more than a typical bachelor of engineering sciences. It is computer science with the specialization named as my department, Intelligent Systems and Data Science. First 4 semesters will take place in Vietnam. And last 3 semesters here in Poland, students would get the diploma of Polish-Japanese Academy of Informational Technology, and this diploma is valid in all around European Union countries and practically all around the world.
Yeah, I mean, that is valid. And also, like a data science, I know this is one of our main specialization here at PJAIT. It is from my perspective, and a lot of students choose it, I think.
Yes, because nowadays typical jobs associated with computer science seem to be at least partially replaced by artificial intelligence and data science with intelligent systems, data science with AI that you can study in this program is a very special, nice and sophisticated combo. Thanks to the skills you gain during studying this program, you will have a bigger chance, bigger opportunity to find a very good and well-paid job nowadays. And
I mean, that is important, after studying and finding a career.
it is important, and that's why our program has been always different and better than other programs of computer science taught usually not only in Poland but generally in this part of Europe, because the Polish-Japanese Academy of Information Technology celebrated 30 years last year, and from the beginning we were leaders of innovation. For example, by introducing 30 years ago teaching Java. And now we were one of the first academies, the universities that teach Python, and we always were trying to educate. We were always educating actually specialists and practitioners ready to take job on the market. So the point of our interest is to prepare students to function properly, to function and to make their best on the job market instead of, for example, Nobel Prize winners. We create specialists.
Yeah, I mean, during the studies, there's always focus on the practical part at each subject. Of course, there's also a theory, as this is important. But yeah, we are trying to teach students future, for the future, the practical courses, and so they can have skills when entering the job market. And as for the job, and will be more on the market, because I believe as a university we have some partnerships with the industry itself.
Yes, we have signed several strategic partnerships with the leading companies in Poland and in Europe. For example, with the biggest telecommunication operator in the region. And other companies, IT companies, internet portals, news agents, and so on. But one thing is also very important concerning the cooperation with the industry, that our teachers, our lecturers very often, in most cases, work for the industry. So the skills they learn out there, the newest technologies are given to our students. So our students are always up to date with technology, with innovation, with everything is going on the market.
Yeah, so I mean, the teachers here are really, as you mentioned, like from the practical background, which is actually great. And as for the background and like the teaching, we teach future specialists in some fields. And what would you say are the main career paths for our graduates? Like, for which roles are they usually going to?
It depends on the specialization they undertake. So let's start from the specializations that are not core for this program for Vietnamese students. However, they can be chosen in some way. If you want to be programmer, you go to the programming specialization. If you want to do something with databases, you go to the databases. You can also study here robotics and multimedia, and there are special dedicated specialization for this for these courses for these studies. But after the specialization, I am the head of the intelligent systems and data science on the first degree, and the data science for the master's degree. If somebody wanted to stay with us and continue next 3 semesters, the graduates of them specialize in, as the name suggests, in data science and AI, so they can work as data analysts, big data engineers, mid-data scientists, and all the people that deal with data, strategic decision making, business intelligence, generally understood AI for economy, medicine, and other parts of the industry.
Okay, and like moving on, as you mentioned, you're head of the intelligent system department, and so have you how is your perspective working with students from Vietnamese? Did you have many students from there in your classes, or?
Yes, we in my career here in PJAIT, I had several students from Vietnam, and the only thing I can say is that they were one of the best, the always intelligent, smart, and well organized, always well prepared, and I never had any problems with students from Vietnam. But most of all, I liked their engagement in the field of study. So I can say only the best opinions about my students from Vietnam.
Okay, thank you for sharing that with us. And for future perspective students, there is we're starting this year the degree that you start in Vietnam, and you come here to study. You mentioned you're going to be choosing between two specialization, right? Data science and intelligent system.
Not exactly. This is one specialization:
Oh.
intelligent systems and data science.
Oh, my mistake. Sorry.
But in academy, in university, PJAIT, we have other specializations, and choice of them depends on choosing so-called specialization subjects. These subjects can be chosen by anyone who want to study this and not that specialization. So the core program for computer science is the same.
Mm-hmm. And at the end, to sum up, how is your experience with Vietnam? Have you ever been there, traveled there? What are your experience with
Yes, I love Vietnam. I was there in 2025 in the northern part in Hanoi. I like Vietnam, I like Vietnamese people. There are great culture and history, and I always say that we have a lot of in common, even though we are so distant geographically. Nowadays, thanks to air traveling, it's not so far, by the way, but we have a lot in common. Our approach to life, our love to art, to culture, some part of common history, and strong connections. Lots of Vietnamese people studied here in 1970s, 80s, and later on they build their careers either here or in Vietnam, and they were always successful from what I know, from my experience and my friends and the people I talked about their experience with Poland. They were always very satisfied, and I can say something like that everyone in Poland likes Vietnamese people.
I mean, yeah, we're quite open, like for international.
We are quite open for international relations, and most of the people know someone from Vietnam, and our experience of living here together is always a great adventure and greatest pleasure.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. I personally never been to Vietnam, but I hope to see it one day, hopefully. And, just to summarize, for our prospective candidates, what would be like your one piece of advice when making a decision about joining this program?
I think students shouldn't be afraid of joining this program because we have very strong position in Polish universities with 30 years long history. One very important thing is that we are situated in the capital of Poland, which is one of the most beautiful and fastest growing capitals of Europe.
Yeah.
Especially if we take into consideration the job market and the salaries of our graduates. Every year there is some kind of statistics made by the government, and our graduates earn the highest salaries of all computer science in Poland. I think there are two reasons for this. First of all is that we are in capital, so in the capital of the country people earn more money, but the second one is most important, that our program and our preparing of specialists for the market is the best, and that's why they earn so much money. So I think students shouldn't be afraid of coming to Poland because after these 4 semesters in Vietnam, they will be very well prepared, just like our students are prepared here and when they come here for the 5th semester, they can count on the support of the university, of our community, and I'm sure they will feel home.
Yeah, we are always like welcome for people incoming here to PJAIT. So thank you for sharing your insights about PJAIT from your perspective. And to our viewers, we'll be back shortly with next guests. So stay tuned. Okay, so welcome back, everybody. Now I will introduce you to my two guests here, Ms. Hoa and Mr. Tiger. So hello, everybody. So could you introduce yourself at first?
Tôi rất là cảm ơn là đã được mời đến studio để có thể chia sẻ với các bạn ngày hôm nay về cuộc sống của tôi ở bên này, và sẽ nói về cuộc sống của các sinh viên Việt Nam ở Ba Lan. Thế thì tôi là giáo viên của trường Nhật, công nghệ thông tin Nhật Ba Lan, đã làm việc ở đây là gần 30 năm rồi. Thì tôi sang Ba Lan cũng đã được gần 40 năm, và tôi rất là phấn khởi là hôm nay sẽ được chia sẻ với các bạn. Tôi ở đây thì tôi dạy cái môn học là về khai phá dữ liệu và trí tuệ nhân tạo. Rồi ngoài ra ấy, thì tôi còn dạy một cái môn nữa là Big Data, tức là khai phá dữ liệu lớn. Cảm ơn.
And what about Mr. Tiger? So, hi, could you like share with our audience about yourself, journey, and
Hello, everyone. My real name is Min Hai Dương, but everyone in our academy just call me with a really familiar name.
Name.
It's called Tiger
Yeah.
because I was born in the years of a tiger. So that is the
Oh,
reason
so
why.
that's I always wonder why. A little fun fact: I studied here in Poland, and I had classes with Mr. Tiger, and I also remember about this introduction. I always wonder, like, what is the origin of your nickname, like,
Yeah,
Tiger?
yeah.
That's a great idea, actually, for this.
Thank you.
So, what do you do here in PJAIT, and how did your journey, how did your journey started here, like with PJAIT? Would you say?
Yes, now I'm the lecturer and the academic tutor in our academy here, and I'm teaching in the field of the multimedia. I'm teaching about virtual reality, augmented reality, sound design, and everything related to multimedia. And I'm teaching right now in several faculty, the IT faculties, graphic design faculties, and information management faculty. I was here in Poland at the end of the year 2013. And I was here at that time. I was a student.
So
when I-
quite a journey, like from a student to a teacher, so quite adapted here at PJAIT. So let's go with our question for you and for our candidates. So I will start with Dr. Hua. So how would you compare your life in Poland and in Vietnam? Like similarities, like some fun facts, how would you say?
Tôi qua Ba Lan thì đã khá lâu rồi, còn ở Việt Nam thì chỉ có 18 năm thôi. Còn ở đây là 40 năm, thế nên là thực ra là cái cuộc sống cũng đã khá khác nhau. Từ vì ở Việt Nam thì là chỉ ở với gia đình thôi, không có các cái cuộc sống chung với các bạn sinh viên nghiên cứu sinh viên của trường ký túc xá. Còn sang đây thì là đã có cuộc sống khác rồi. Thế nhưng mà tôi nhìn thấy là có những rất cái điểm là giống nhau giữa cái người Ba Lan và người Việt Nam. Tức là người Ba Lan ý và Việt Nam đều cùng có một cái sự phấn đấu để cho cái tức là rất cố gắng để cho về học vấn, đầu tư rất nhiều cho con cái để học hành. Người Ba Lan rất là cởi mở, rất là dễ gần, rất dễ thân thiện. Nên là vì vậy hồi tôi sang đây ý, thì là dù rất là trẻ nhưng mà cũng luôn luôn được sự giúp đỡ của các bạn ở đây. Ở trong trường cũng thế, và các thầy cô thì là lúc nào cũng rất là giúp đỡ. Nếu mà có một giáo sư mà tôi rất là khâm phục, và đấy chính là tấm gương của tôi đến bây giờ, là giáo sư Scofron. Tự vì ông không chỉ là cái người mà làm việc rất là cần mẫn, cần cù, nhưng mà ông rất là giúp đỡ sinh viên. Đối với tôi thì tôi thật sự là con của ông. Từ ngày đầu tiên vào trường thì đã gặp ông rồi. Ông đã chở lên đến vào ngày khai trường, ông chở từ khoa toán tin lên trường chính để dự cái ngày khai trường. Sau đấy xong suốt quá trình mà học tập và làm việc ở cái trường Đại học Tổng hợp khoa toán tin ý, thì là ông đúng thật là người đỡ đầu, rất là giúp đỡ chúng tôi. Nên là trong thời gian ở Ba Lan, mặc dù là lúc thời kỳ đầu là rất khó khăn, và đất nước Ba Lan hồi đấy cũng vẫn khó khăn, nhưng mà tôi cũng cảm thấy là hòa nhập cũng tương đối dễ vì được sự giúp đỡ của mọi người rất là nhiều. Thế thì tôi kết thúc đại học là ở khoa toán tin trường tổng hợp, nhưng cũng may là kết quả cũng tốt nên là được chuyển tiếp sinh, và tôi là làm học chuyển tiếp sinh khoảng làm 4 năm mà đại học đấy. Sau đó thì tôi lúc năm 1995 thì là trường công nghệ thông tin Ba Lan Nhật mở ra, thì ông giáo sư Scofron có thể đề nghị là tôi có thể sang đấy để làm việc như là trợ giảng cho ông. Thì tôi lúc đấy thì thực ra tôi vẫn còn làm nghiên cứu sinh. Thế xong sau 2 năm khi mà tốt nghiệp hẳn nghiên cứu sinh làm xong, đề tài của tôi là về khai phá dữ liệu. Thì hồi đấy thì cũng là do ông nói, từ vì hồi đấy thì cũng chưa biết cái ngành nào sẽ là cái ngành của tương lai. Thì ông bảo là ngành đấy sẽ rất là hay, khai phá dữ liệu và học máy sẽ là ngành của tương lai đấy. Thế thì tôi cũng nghe theo và tôi chọn, và tôi thấy là rất là hài lòng. Đấy đúng là một cái lựa chọn rất là chính xác. Thế thì sau đấy thì 2 năm thì tôi bắt đầu làm việc ở trường. Thì tôi bắt đầu làm từ năm 1998 đến bây giờ. Và tức là đã gần 30 năm trôi qua, nhưng tôi thấy là cái thời gian đi rất là nhanh. Mà trường đúng thật là bây giờ thành gia đình của tôi không cảm thấy là thiếu. Tức là rất là thiếu nếu một ngày không lên trường, thật sự là như thế. Cảm ơn.
Thank you for sharing with us. And Tiger, you mentioned that you arrived back in 2013. So how was it at first when you arrived? Like the culture here in Poland, and for you, how was this change for you?
Yes, when I first arrived in Poland, back to the year of 2013, my first impressions is here how peaceful everything felt, and friendly people were in Poland. The life seemed more calm and balanced, and that gave me a very positive feeling from the very beginning. And I had already know Chopin music before. So one of the places that I really wanted to visit at the first time here in Poland is his birthplace in Żelazowa Wola.
Oh yeah, I know this place. I had this trip back in middle school, and also we went there. And most of students are more in students, future perspective students in middle schools.
Right.
Most of us, we come to visit there. And so how was it? What you're from Żelazna? Oh my God.
You mean the
birthplace of Chopin.
the birthplace of Chopin? Yeah, this is, to my opinion, that is my dream, because I can visit his birthplace. I can see his house. I can see the piano he played before. For sure, we cannot touch it, but
of course,
look at it in the bare eye. This is really the dream, and it's very special experience for me, because it's make me feel closer to that an important part of the Polish culture and history.
Yeah, it is important. Chopin is quite famous around the world.
It's really famous, very famous. And also, what also impressed me was about Polish culture itself. I felt that in Poland, people really respect art, history, traditional, while at the same time living in a very modern and open society. You can feel this connection between the past and the present in many places. For example, in the architect, in the museum, in music. In Warsaw, we can visit also the museum of the neon light.
Oh yeah, I know the one. I mean, I love neons, and I know this is not in Warsaw. I've been to, but I don't know if you've ever been. I believe it's in Wrocław. Also, there's
Wrocław,
a street also full of neons.
Yeah.
But Warsaw is a great example of the past, present, and kinda into the future. You can see the architecture and art.
Exactly. And also, let's say, even in the way, I really impressed in the way that people celebrate the holidays, Christmas, Wielkanoc, and some other holiday traditional one, and they spend time with the family, and they stay together, like the Tết in Vietnam. Yeah, this is here the holiday in the Christmas, a very important holiday of Polish people, and I really found that is very beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, we do have we have quite a few traditions here, and of course, Christmas and Easter is very celebrated. But this is, kind of this is a part of the Polish culture. But I also heard that here in Warsaw, or generally even in Poland, going back to the Vietnamese part, if I remember correctly, there is a Vietnamese community here in Warsaw, and that would be my question for Dr. Hoa with this one. What is the role for students with this community, and could you share your insights about it with us?
Thì ở Ba Lan thì cộng đồng người Việt là rất là đông, khoảng từ 50.000 đến 80.000 người. Thế thì ở cái cộng đồng ấy thì hoạt động thì rất là có tổ chức. Mọi người thì tuân theo pháp luật các thứ, nhưng mà câu hỏi là tại sao lại rất là nhiều người không biết tiếng nhưng vẫn ở đây làm việc, và con cái đi học vẫn đến trường vẫn học rất là tốt các thứ. Thì tôi nghĩ đặt câu hỏi là tại sao người ta vẫn làm được điều đó, thì tôi nghĩ chính là do các cái tổ chức của Việt Nam. Ở Việt Nam có nhiều, ở đây này cho cộng đồng ấy thì có rất nhiều các cái tổ chức hoạt động như là hội người Việt Nam, hội doanh nghiệp, hội các câu lạc bộ tương lai cho các em, hoặc là những hội phụ nữ, rồi là các cái hội sinh viên, rồi các hội khoa học. Thì các tổ chức đấy là giúp đỡ bà con, giúp đỡ các em bé, rồi các sinh viên, các lứa tuổi, mọi ngành nghề. Và cộng đồng Việt Nam ở đây thì là ngoài ra thì còn có báo chí, một cái xã hội thu nhỏ của Việt Nam có đầy đủ mọi thứ. Nên là một cái em học sinh từ nước ngoài sang đây thôi thì lúc đầu có thể là hơi bỡ ngỡ nhưng mà rất là dễ hòa nhập, vì cần một cái sự giúp đỡ ở đâu rất là gần. Sứ quán cũng rất là hỗ trợ. Nên là tôi nghĩ là như đối với tôi, từ bản thân kinh nghiệm tôi ý, thì sang từ năm 18 tuổi rất là không có kinh nghiệm gì cả, mà xa nhà thế từ trước nay thật sự là học ở khối chuyên toán nên chỉ biết đến đường đến trường thôi chứ cũng không có biết cái gì hơn. Thế nhưng sang đây ý, thì mình vẫn hòa nhập được rất nhanh, tự vì là ở đâu thật sự là muốn cần gì, muốn giúp đỡ gì trong mọi lĩnh vực rất là dễ tìm. Thế nên là tôi thấy là các tổ chức này rồi các hoạt động là liên tục có, và sứ quán rất là chú ý về kiểu là truyền bá cái văn hóa Việt Nam này, hỗ trợ về cái sự hòa nhập này, và liên kết mối tình đoàn kết Việt Nam Ba Lan. Thế làm cho mối quan hệ của Ba Lan và Việt Nam ấy ngày càng gắn chặt, và họ thật sự là rất là tôn trọng người Việt, đúng không ấy? Và rất là quý các cái sinh viên hoặc những cái nước ngoài mà sang Ba Lan ấy thì rất là được hỗ trợ. Nên là
Oh, thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us. And like with the perspective, like there's like a huge community in Warsaw, but I would like to know like from you, like what is your like from we've been like at the past, but the past and like current, like the living here in Warsaw from you. You can talk about your experience here. How did you find yourself? Like generally everyday life, you could share some insight to it.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, like a work part, as you
Yes. Is it from my perspective? Yes, is living and working. Yes. Okay. This is from my perspective, living and working in Warsaw as someone from Vietnam has been a very valuable and meaningful experience. Warsaw, that is a city that is a modern city, right? And it's give me a lot of many opportunities, both professionally and personally also.
There's also a lot of like opportunities, a lot of happening. And with the Warsaw being modern, I always like to say kind of little New York of the East of
Exactly.
Europe.
Yes. And as Ms. Hoa already shared that we have the community of the Vietnamese peoples here. And actually I also is one of the member of that community. And also I am the and also I am a vice president of the Associations of Art and Culture of Vietnamese people in Poland. Right?
That is, like that is quite impressive, actually, And if I could ask briefly, like, what do you oversee? Like, how is like your part of this art? Like, because I'm actually quite genuinely interested, like, about this, like community, and that you're a vice president. Like, that is quite. An achievement, I would even say.
Yes.
And like you are here, so could you like just like briefly tell about that?
The community of Vietnamese people, they are really friendly. Every newcomer come into the Vietnamese community, they all welcome. Even some of my friends, they are the Polish people, they also join into the Vietnamese community in my community. And we organize, let's say, the concert we organize some anniversary event for some famous composer, some famous artists in Vietnam, right? So
So little piece of home like back here you're creating.
exactly.
Oh.
Everyone, when they join, they can feel that, oh, they really feel this is home, because you can meet and you can speak, you can have some joke in the Vietnamese style. And also like Vietnamese music here, music communities of Vietnamese people here, they grow up really well. All the time, every years, we have the concert right here. And there's a lot of organization, they organize the music concert. And I also, luckily, I was in the association of the art and the culture. So I also one of the member who organized those kind of the event. And if you join into the Vietnamese community, you also have the opportunity to have the work in the careers, the work with Vietnamese people here. Vietnamese people here, they organize a lot of, let's say, restaurants. They organize the business, let's say the fashion company with some famous brand in Poland. And you can have opportunity. You can have an opportunity to get a job from Vietnamese company here.
Yeah, okay, that is nice to hear that people because if I were, of course, I would like to move abroad. I believe this is great that there's a community, that somebody coming from, Vietnam here to Poland, they can count on the community and they will feel like really welcome. And like you said, there are many opportunities.
Yes.
So thank you very much for sharing about the insights about the, just living in here. But also I'm going to use the opportunity as a faculty here at PJAIT. So I will move back to Dr. Hoa. How do you see, how does Vietnamese students prosper here at PJAIT? Could you tell about that?
Nếu mà sinh viên Việt Nam sang Ba Lan ý, thì tôi nghĩ là có rất nhiều cái sự điều kiện để phát triển và để học tập. Tại vì tôi là dạy về về công nghệ thông tin, về phần trí tuệ nhân tạo và khai phá dữ liệu ấy, thì tôi nhìn thấy là như thế này, tức là cái chương trình là được thay đổi rất là nhanh theo cái thị trường công việc. Như tôi là cứ 2 năm là tôi sẽ phải thay đổi cái chương trình giảng dạy để cho nó phù hợp với cái thị trường đó. Thứ hai là các phòng máy là rất là hiện đại và cũng là được thay đổi luôn liên tục theo cái yêu cầu. Thứ ba là cái chương trình ở đây là nó giống như là các cái chương trình ở châu Âu, nên các em nếu mà sang đây có học đến đại học và muốn chuyển tiếp thành thạc sĩ, nếu học tiếp ở đây cũng rất là tốt, nhưng mà nếu mà cô chuyển sang các nước khác, như là chẳng hạn như là sang Anh, sang Mỹ hoặc sang các nước khác, thì các em vẫn có thể tiếp tục rất là đơn giản, không có cần phải học thêm cái gì cả. Thế và ngoài ra thì lại còn có rất nhiều các cái chương trình trao đổi giữa Ba Lan và Nhật, Ba Lan và Anh, Ba Lan và các nước khác ở châu Âu, thì các em có thể học ở đây và có thể tốt nghiệp ở các nước cũng được. Tức là có rất là nhiều lựa chọn khi sang Ba Lan, mà nói chung là mình có thể so sánh là giữa cái chất lượng học tập và cái chi phí mình phải trả ra, thì tôi thấy là ở Ba Lan có thể gọi là tốt nhất, vì là ở đây sinh hoạt rất là rẻ, nhưng mà mọi thứ ấy thì là vẫn là chất lượng rất là cao, rất là tốt. Warsaw là cái thành phố được bình bầu là thành phố đáng sống nhất trong năm ngoái, nên tôi rất là tự hào về điều đó. Và trường Nhật thì là liên tục là một trong các cái trường là top 3 ở Warsaw trong các cái trường tư. Thế nên là tôi thấy là nên đi học ở Ba Lan, nên đi học vào cái trường của chúng tôi. Nhưng ngoài ra thì cũng các cái trường khác ở Warsaw cũng rất là tốt. Đấy, và trường Nhật thì đúng là một cái bước lựa chọn tôi nghĩ là rất là chính xác, rất là nên chọn.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. And with studies, people there are students from Vietnam. So you had the opportunity, you were a student and now a faculty member. So how would you say is a perspective for future students here? How would you use the studying part? And why would you choose PJAIT as for studies, if you were to say?
As I shared before, I have the previous diploma in Vietnam as an engineer. I was studying in the University of the Technology in Vietnam. In Vietnamese language, it's called Đại học Bách Khoa. Đại học Bách Khoa. I was studying in Ho Chi Minh City. And after having graduation, I was an engineer and I was working for the company about gas and oil for 2 years. And after that, I feel that I need to upgrade myself. And I decided I will go abroad and I study more. And that is the time that I decided I will fly to Poland to study here because I make some research about the life and also the cost for living. As
Well,
Ms.
yeah,
Mar
it
shared
is quite important, you know, like to
important.
make because, you know, moving abroad, you need to make a quite informed decision. So that's
Exactly.
great that you made a
Exactly.
research.
Yes.
I mean, this is important, you know, because once you are here, you need to study, but also you need to like be sure that you can like be sure of all the aspects that you need to do here, like so,
Exactly.
especially cost of the living wise,
Right.
I would
right.
say.
And that is why I'm be here, right? And to my opinion, because PJAIT, let's say Polsko-Japońska, Polish-Japanese Academy of Information Technology, is one of the great choice for studying. Because every time when I try to study something, I would like to make the research about the rankings of the university. And immediately I can find here Polsko-Japońska, Polish-Japanese Academy is one of the top ranking. And that is why I think this is a great choice. And don't mention that because I spent a lot of time as a student in PJAIT in our university, and I can find that students do not only learn theory, but also the real project, the practical part.
I mean, yeah, you know, fear is once, but once you go out to the world and you want to do some project, it's best, you know, to have like practical courses. So yeah, from I was like on a different faculty, but yeah, always like on classes we had like a little bit of theory, but also the practice is like the practical part is always like on top, like because one thing is to know, but the other is like you need to do and perform and stuff.
Exactly, like when you come to the actual job market, am I right? So that they need you to show them something that you already done before. And the thing is that all the equipment and all the machine computer in our academy is really update every time. And
Technology keeps changing, so
keep
are we.
changing, and we update it. That is why this is the one of the biggest strength of the university.
Yeah.
And another important advantage is that Polish-Japanese Academy create an international and creative environment. Students can access to modern technology, every kind of the new technology you can experiment with, and learning atmosphere that also encourage the independence of student. You can feel yourself. You can be yourself. Innovation and also collaboration. You can be in touch with friends. You can be in touch with even the professor. They will support you a lot in your diploma and your work. It's really great. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, that's really nice. You can always count on professor. You have like a problem. There isn't no in Poland. We always say that there isn't like a strict relation. You know, like a professor student. You can like really connect with your professor, and you can always ask for help.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll be now closing, but you know, like a little bit of the end. One final questions from me to each of you. So from Dr. Hoa. Like, what would you say to parents and students that are still unsure, like one piece of advice to them?
Theo tôi thì ba cái yếu tố này có thể là sẽ nên xem xét và quyết định khi mà đi sang Ba Lan, nhưng mà tôi thấy là các cái yếu tố này đều nó như kiểu là không thể tách rời được, nó là cái yếu tố của con người của Ba Lan rồi, của cái dân tộc này rồi, và mình sang ấy thì mình sẽ học được những cái điều đó. Thứ nhất là về về văn hóa, thì người Ba Lan là có cái văn hóa về tương đối là văn hóa quý tộc cũng đã từ xưa. Họ rất là tôn trọng người khác, rất là về văn hóa, về gia đình, tôn trọng người khác, tôn trọng mọi người, và luôn luôn là họ giúp đỡ, có rất là muốn giúp đỡ mọi người. Và ngoài ra là văn hóa, chẳng hạn như là cái truyền thống về âm nhạc này, truyền thống về các thứ về hội họa, opera, các thứ là có rất là từ lâu. Thì nếu mà con em mình sang đây là có thể học được những điều đó, mà nếu hòa nhập vào cái nền văn hóa đó thì là mình đã được một cái điểm cộng ở đây. Thế còn về trình độ về đào tạo thì lại rất là cao, tại vì ở Ba Lan thực ra là có truyền thống về các môn về môn các môn toán này, môn lý, các thứ, các cái nhà toán học như là Banach hoặc là Ukasevich, các thứ là của Ba Lan đã từ lâu đã rất là nổi tiếng rồi, các cái trường phái về logic. Thế thì học ở Ba Lan vì cái trình độ đào tạo rất là cao, học ở Ba Lan là vì văn hóa của xã hội là mình có thể tiếp cận được, có thể học thêm được. Học ở Ba Lan ý là vì là về yếu tố là con người nữa, đó, con người. Và ngoài ra thì ở Ba Lan ý mình còn có thể có cái được cái gì, tức là học sinh sẽ học được cái sự là bình đẳng này, tự tin này, các cái hội của gọi là hội tự quản của sinh viên ở đây là rất là mạnh. Thì nếu mà một em học sinh sang đây sẽ học được là mình có quyền được nói, được quyền góp ý, được quyền mà mình sẽ tự tin vào cái đấy là cái văn hóa của người đây rồi, thì mình sẽ học được những cái điều đó. Nên sang đây thì tôi nhìn thấy là bố mẹ nếu mà còn do dự là đang nghĩ đi đâu thì Ba Lan chính là điểm chọn rất là chính xác và chuyện rất là tốt, nghĩ thế.
Thank you. And one piece of advice from Mr. Tiger.
Yes, one piece of my advice I would like to give to the future student from Vietnam is be open, be proactive, and be confident about yourself. Just bear in mind that studying abroad is not only about getting only a degree or diploma, but also it's about learning how to adapt, communicate, and how to grow as a person. And also one thing I would like to emphasize is about the language. A lot of people ask that should they know Polish for growing up fast and growing well in Poland? I would like to say that Polish language is not an easy language.
Definitely.
But I really encourage you guys to have that in your hand. With the Polish language, it will open more the door for the future and for the professional work or even for personal work. For sure, learning Polish is one of the advantages that if you're living in Poland, but it's not totally, absolutely 100% that you have to, because nowadays, there are a lot of international company and organization, association. You can work with the language English. If you have a confidence and you have a fluent communications in English, so you still can grow up and you still can work well here. But like I say, Polish language will be the advantages for you guys.
Okay, thank you both so much for this part and for sharing your insights. Soon will be the next part. Stay tuned, everybody, because in the next part, we also have a student, actual, from our university. I also have a talk and about his perspective. So thank you for this part and stay tuned.
Success doesn't wait, neither should you.
Okay, so welcome back, everybody. So, as I mentioned before, I am joined by a student from PJAIT. So, could you introduce yourself to us, please?
Yes, my name is Zhe, and I'm currently on my final year of my master's degree in computer science, specializing in data science at Polish-Japanese Academy of
Technology,
Yeah,
PJAIT.
yes.
Our student.
Exactly.
Yeah, so how's the studying going? So you're like on the final year, so you have like some experience already from the first year. So how was the studying?
Okay,
You know,
so my
hot
favorite
shot.
class was about data warehouses actually. So we learn about how like businesses store their data, how the data flows, and I think it was very very nice to see how in the real world like it's being used, and the classes were very like hands-on skill, and yeah, I really enjoyed to see how the cloud services were or were being used. Yeah, and it was my favorite class, and yeah, I think that all of the classes were like enjoyable as well.
Yeah, and also like I don't know if it is your perspective on masters, but for me, like on the bachelors, at first there were like some subjects like like strictly academic, and on masters everything is like you only left with like the practical courses and no like
Oh yes,
not
that's
like some technical like mathematics, algebra.
yes,
Oh my
yes,
god!
exactly. The theory were passed, and now
Now it's the fun
we're
part.
building. Yes, exactly.
So, so you're studying the computer science here, but let's go for the memory lane. Like your first semester starting the master's degree. Like, how was it? Like, just starting the journey here at the PJAIT as a freshman.
As a freshman, of course, like at the beginning, there were a lot of new materials, new pace you have to adjust to, and yeah, it was challenging at first. But after like trying to organize things, like maybe it's okay for you to not understand everything at first, and
I mean, we're here to learn. So
yes,
like it's
exactly. Yes. So it's like take your pace a little bit slowly, and yeah, to try to learn fundamentals, focus on the topics, like to divide the topics into smaller chunks. So yeah, after like some moments, I think it was like I started to feel better. So yeah, I think it's a challenge at first, but as the time flows, so it's like you can adapt to that.
I
So
mean, generally starting each level of education, at first it is like it's a new, so it can be quite scary and etc. But
yes, yes.
I mean, those are like just beginnings. But as you mentioned, you're like on your. I mean, you're like on your last semester, so you overcame that and like bravo.
Yes.
And can I just like out of curiosity, what is your thesis about? Like,
Oh,
what?
my thesis is actually about it's kind of a deep learning project. The problem is image classification. So my thesis is gonna be about building image classification problem using convolutional neural network and transformers, which were previously only used like in NLP tasks. Now, researchers found out that this can also be used after some modification for image classification. And my thesis is going to compare those two architecture together about the performance and how it's going to...
I mean, this is quite a lot, and it sounds like a master degree level type of stuff, I would say, definitely. And I mean, yeah, but that is like a but you're using computer science and like on a
Yes.
master level. I can only share from I'm on IT management, but also masters.
Yes.
So we are more focused on the business part.
Oh,
But also on our path, we also have right now this like more advanced stuff. So the masters really use the background from the bachelor, like from perspective. It's not. I mean, of course, you learn from the beginning,
Yes.
but I think that before starting for masters in computer science, you need to have some background from when you were applying.
Yes.
Did you had like some previous experience in computer science, or like you studied?
Of course, yes. I studied a lot on my own as well. Like some additional courses, like my own projects in programming. And yes, of course, before studies data science, I had to like prepare myself as well. So, but our program is actually for everybody. I see students from different backgrounds, like cybersecurity, math, And I think the program is designed the way that if you are from a non-computer science background, you can still adjust to it. So I think it's a great designed so that everybody can follow.
But yeah, that is you need to, you can follow through, or if somebody is in my previous guest, we were talking about the joint program.
Yes.
And actually, they after finishing this program, they can join for the masters like seamlessly.
Oh, yes.
Because they finish. Because the program is 7 semester, they graduate in February. So from March they can start the program.
Yeah.
So this is, like a little information for you all out there thinking about if you're gonna, come. I'm just like, for prospective students, I'm talking about, once you like come here for the program, you can stay also for masters.
Yes.
You can think about it.
Yes, please think about it. Is actually designed in a way that you can still follow. Of course, you have to put the effort in, and but it's okay if you like be open-minded and try to to follow the program.
Yeah, of
and
course.
professors are very supportive as well. That if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Just ask
Yeah.
more questions and don't be afraid.
Yeah, with my previous guest, I believe with Tiger, I said that in student there's like always like fear. Usually it's on the bachelor's level, everybody's fear that it's gonna be like professors here, student here, and this is great about PJAIT that you can actually always ask for a help,
Yes.
and you will receive.
Yes.
And you will
Yes.
receive.
You can like reach out after the class or even email. So anytime you have any problems, please reach out, and there will be even if you are too late if you want to give back your work like late, it's sometimes it's okay just talk to the professor.
Yeah.
What happened, and they are open to help. It's like we are all like people, so we're helping each
Yeah.
other.
We're all in this together.
Oh yes.
Okay, so also, but studies is one part, but do you connect your studies with the job? Do you work also like?
Yes, of course. Like actually, many of the students and my friends also, we try like to find internships or jobs, and usually we are like try to work and studies at the same time, so we can connect like theory with the practical aspects. And yes, I'm currently a full stack developer,
That's impressive.
and trying to connect studies together.
Managing studies and work. We talked briefly before that. Yeah, this is quite challenging, but here the schedule is. I'm think I'm gonna make not a mistake. Like schedule is scheduled, so that you can connect, so that you can work and study at the same time.
Yes, of course. Yes. It's actually very helpful. Sometimes even internships, like they are designed the way that you can have flexible hours, so you can study and work at the same time. So it's actually very flexible. So yes, so as you can see, I'm working and studying at the same time. So it is possible. Of course, you have to try to stay organized.
Yeah, that you need to stay disciplined, because it is quite specific, like to get into it. But I also work and study, and for me, maybe it was also for you that at first it's quite challenging, but you get into this routine.
Yes,
and
actually,
stuff, and
yes.
you're just like, yeah, come, and this is like my everyday. But beside the work, sometimes we have like some free weekends, like going back here, because like PJT is like in the heart of Poland, capital city, Warsaw.
Yes.
Do you have like your favorite activities sometimes? Like if you have let's say you have a free weekend, you can spend it whatever. Money is no limit. Like, what would be like your favorite thing to do in Warsaw, like in the free time?
Yes, actually, working and studying might sound scary, but it's actually not that scary. I mean, I still have time for some activities after even work. So There are a lot of activities in Warsaw, actually. You can go for board games, you can have some sports activities, and I usually go with my friends to the volleyball. Actually, you can like sign it for one single like 1 hour of volleyball playing with other people from the city. And I think it's a great way to, you know, recharge after a hard work day or some studies.
Yeah, there's a lot of sports opportunities here. Although volleyball is not my cup of tea, I would say. So no, actually, I can like follow up with this from my favorite sport. I don't know, like, have you ever tried cycling or like roller skating here in
Yes, of course. Yes, cycling. I mean, you can. There are a lot of bike in the city.
Because there's I would like to mention it if somebody's talking, if I ever have an opportunity, like, you know, to make a little advertisement for Warsaw, I say that we have quite a lot of great bike paths, I would say.
Yes,
and also,
great bike. Yes.
and in the city there's this system of like public available bicycles that you
yes.
can rent. And
For free.
for 20 minutes are for
Yes,
free.
yes, yes,
And like this is a typical Polish gene in myself. You can do it like 20 minutes till the next station you
Yes.
stop, and then you start
Yes,
another
this
one.
is a very common strategy.
Yeah.
Yes, to use as a student.
Yeah, as a student. Yeah, so like student life, what can it be about?
Yes. And if you are like a little bit richer, you can always use the scooter, right? Because there are now so many scooters in the city.
Oh, my, some
If you are
electric
lazy.
scooter, yeah, guilty. Yeah, sometimes I this is also a guilty pleasure, but only when there's like a good bike lane, because I'm always like too scared, like to go on the pathways and
yes.
stuff. Like
Be careful.
Be careful out there. Yeah, and of course, officially, always wear a helmet.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course.
And watch out for the speed.
And watch out for the speed, yes. So, you know, we have like the safety talk behind us. But there's also a lot of, you know, sport opportunities. Sometimes even winter sports. I don't know if you have a try, but we have few ice rinks around the
It's actually very popular. Actually, very popular in Warsaw, right? Especially for Vietnamese students who like have not seen much of the snow. And for example, this year.
Yeah, this year was quite. This winter was quite wintering.
Yeah, very wintering. So if you are interested in some winter sports like skate,
Even skiing, like this is
skiing. Oh,
this
yes.
is the funniest like in fact about Warsaw. You can
Yes.
ski because there's like a it's called like Górka Szczęśliwicka. The translation would be quite horrible, you know. Mountain of happiness mountain, I would say. But you can actually ski even, so like a lot of opportunities. Like
Yes, and if you are more explorative, you can go to Zakopane and ski there, like to like from the
I mean,
mountains.
as a Warsaw, as a city, like to choose to study, we are greatly connected to other cities. So you can
Of
even
course,
have a city
yes.
break.
Yeah.
I myself recently I've been by the sea, like in the Tri-City, and it was just for the weekend. So and this is an opportunity here. So, you know, because, you know, studies are important, but sometimes you need to unwind yourself.
Yes, of course. And I think Warsaw has a lot of options actually for everybody. So you can find it from biking, as we talked about, skiing, every
But
kind
also
of
some
sports.
nightlife too.
Yes, yes. Oh, and nightlife.
And some nightlife, of course, but, you know, board games and I mean, actually, from the board games, this is actually there is a board game scientific club. But there's a board game club in our university, and they sometimes they do like a night marathon.
Where you watch movies.
Well, sometimes a movie marathons,
movie
but
marathon.
also a board game night that they start at 10 p.m. and they finish at 6 a.m.
okay.
They did it like twice, I think. But
Okay.
also, Warsaw is one thing, but also you have like a small, you can find like your community also
Yes.
within the PJAIT walls too,
Of course.
I would
Of course.
say. But gosh, like there's, you can talk about Warsaw
Yes.
and what you can do. But so yeah, studying, working, and like over balance. But also, do you like from your memory, like from not to repeat my not to repeat myself, but like your favorite moment of during your studies, like throughout this whole time, did you have like some sort of success? Did you like your favorite memory throughout the studies? Like
Yeah, like I choose, for example, the university not only because of studies always, but because of the people, like the people and the connections you can build, and especially you can meet like-minded people with the similar interest, and sometimes you can build friends for life. And I actually that's why the university also matters in this in this kind of term. So yeah, I think all the like nice memories I have is like with people where we connect, we do the projects together, we're having a good time, and yeah, all that. I think it's for me one of the most important aspects of studies as well is the experience with people. Right? It's all about the connecting.
it's all about the people and connecting. As I like to say, it's not about the destiny; it's about the journey that you have.
Exactly. Yes, of course. And yeah,
Like I should make a like a little like word of a wise word of the day. Like. Okay, but and also so like from studies and like to sum up, because like finishing the whole meeting and stuff, what would you say to the prospective candidates from Vietnam, like from your perspective, like your word advice from you to them? What would you say to them?
probably that try to like don't take my word for it. Just come and try it join the program and try it for yourself actually. And yeah, try to be, I think is the most important thing is to try to have an open mind. Okay, it's not going to be of course easy because of new environment, new country, but it's you can adapt to it. You have to be, you should be ready to like step out of the comfort zone, and I think it's all worth it. Like you can grow professionally and personally, academically and professionally, and yeah, it might be a very memorable journey of yours in Poland. Or
Yeah, so to all the prospective candidates, they can start their journey and like don't be afraid, take a risk, try it for yourself. Like as you heard from all the guests here, everybody shared their experience, but the best experience, the best experience that you could have is gonna if you will do it yourself. So try go out of your comfort zone, and maybe this will be the opportunity of a lifetime for coming here. So thank you so much for joining me during this time. And of course, to our audience, thank you for staying with us throughout the whole time. If you have any more questions regarding anything related to studies or to the program itself, feel free to reach out to us. After we finish, there's gonna be a beautifully designed on the screen contact info, so you can find there how to contact us. And thank you all for joining us, and I hopefully to see you in the future. Bye bye.
thank you everybody. Bye bye.